Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Monday, November the 3rd. My name is Barry Enerson. I am the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Probably the slowest day I've had in a long time. I only did 2 trades today, so this is going to be a very quick video. FCX was the first one, and actually, here's how slow it was. Just to as a point here is that I only had one, two, what, four, six bounce plays all day now. Where the market still has got another hour or so to be open, but I mean, very slow. So when I don't see a lot of bounce plays, that means that there's just not a lot happening, at least in the types of stocks that I like to trade. So you can see that FCX was actually one of the bounce alerts, and it was coming down here. This is where I got the alert, and a very minor bounce right here. So on that basis, I decided to actually sort of switch it around, and on the failed bounce, I decided to take a short on it. And when it broke down through, this is I took the short at 27.90, basically when it broke down through 28. So I took a short right here and almost got stopped out. I was toying with the idea of stopping myself out if it got back up to my price that I shorted at, and it didn't close over it though. So I was going to give it a little bit more room, and luckily I did that because then it came down. These are 5-minute candles again, and so about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 25 minutes later, I decided to exit half at 27.68 from 27.90. And then on this move up here, I exited the other half at 27.80. So, nothing unbelievable, but still a trade that worked out again because I kept watching it and on the failed break of the bounce and then break down through the whole number. The next one was CLGX. And this one was a result of this big, huge volume spike. I was alerted to CLGX at this point right here, and I didn't take the trade here, but I started watching it, and I saw how it was kind of consolidating right here. And then on this little break here, on this candle here, I decided to take the trade and got in at 31.73 and got rewarded because in less than about 15 minutes, it popped up to here. I was really hoping, of course, that it would break through 32, but it got as high as when it got to 31.94, and a lot of times that's exactly what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half or a portion of my trade out just ahead of the whole number in case it just cannot seem to get through. And so that's what I did, and it never got through. High was 31.97. And as it started coming down, I took the second half out at 31.90. So, again, not a bad trade. Didn't take me very long, but that's it. I mean, this was a really tough day for me to find a lot of good quality trades. I was watching a lot of things, but I just I really couldn't pull the trigger on too much. The only other thing I am crossing my fingers on this one is Alibaba. Now I am in from a few days before. My buy-in is at what is it? It is 99.15. So I'm, I looked at this as and I don't have a lot of shares, but I've been looking at this as a quite a long-term play. I mean, it could be months. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, of course I could change my mind tomorrow if I want, but I do know. But they are, I guess, announcing earnings tomorrow before the market opens. So we'll have to see what happens. Right now, the market seems to think that the earnings will be pretty good. But I mean, if they're not, and it drops down below 100, even back down to the low 90s or something, it's not going to bother me too much. I just have a feeling that this has some good long-term potential, and I don't hold very many stocks for long-term, but this is one of them that I do have, and hopefully tomorrow I get some good results. But right now it's looking pretty good. So that's it. Hopefully tomorrow is a lot better in terms of activity and all. Even in the room, there were a few ideas tossed around, but there was nothing any. There were actually, if I look at Plug was about the now this is one that I completely missed. I know a couple of people got it, but I mean here 491 and hit a high of 541. I didn't see this one. I know it's been on a bit of a roll, I think, from last week, and perhaps I'm going to have to start watching this again. These ones, the other one is Ballard, I guess, BLDP. I think that probably had, yeah, a very similar run. These have, they go in their little cycles, and they get all hot, and people love them, and then all of a sudden, nothing happens, and they fade to oblivion for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden something spurs them on again. So, not sure what it is, but I guess I will watch Plug tomorrow. So that's it. Hopefully, again, a little more activity tomorrow. And let me just bring back the cover page, and here's how to get in. And I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.